What needs to be released is anybody coming up against your magic. It's very clear what they're showing me in these cards. There's a lot of rivalry, not just in the Five of Wands, even in that Six of Wands. There are people standing behind your victory and scowling. Are these past life energies? Because it sure feels like it. That can be tricky in a lifetime because we can have that immediate soul recognition, that deep bond, and not even sure why. It can be karmic. But you're discerning this because of these past life visions you've gotten. Which path will you choose, Star Child? Do you want the justice? Because somebody's coming back around to communicate with you as you close this karmic cycle. Is that not always the way? Tell me more about this devil energy. Who the hell's showing up? They always come around when the Wheel of Fortune goes in the upright. You know what I'm saying, Star Child? They think they're sneaky, those past life karmics. What's up, Star Child? Van and I are here for your download. I want to start off in the symbols today. I feel a lot of past life energy today. There's a lot of past life karmic clearing happening at this time. So let's see what they got to say. Sky Witch already has a lot to say about this. First card up is magic. That's why. Earth. Good fortune. Release and grounded. Lots about grounding here. Lots about earth energy. What needs to be released here, Star Child? Your magic and good fortune is surrounded by the earth. Surrounded by earth energy. There's something to be released here to get to the good fortune of your magic. So let's look at that first. What needs to be released here? What needs to be released? Because this energy feels really, really good. We have the Six of Wands, the Five of Wands, and the Six of Pentacles. What needs to be released, Star Child? Is anybody coming up against your magic? It's very clear what they're showing me in these cards. There's a lot of rivalry, not just in the Five of Wands, even in that Six of Wands in this deck. There are people standing behind your victory and scowling. Are these past life energies? Because it sure feels like it. The Moon. What's behind the Moon? A Ten of Swords. And a Knight of Cups. Past life lovers, Star Child, that need to be released. Are they in the body or are they in spirit? The lovers. Double confirmation. Knight of Pentacles. They're here. They're here. They're past life soul contracts. Past life soul contracts of people that you can't figure out why they're creeping in right before you're about to go into your victory, Star Child. They need to be released. You've been around this mountain before with them in multiple lifetimes. Double confirmation with the Lovers card. People that you have brought back to life, literally, with this Knight of Cups card. Has always ended up in a Ten of Swords. Showed up behind the Moon. I don't feel like this is necessarily behind the Moon for you, though. Maybe what was behind the Moon is these are repeated soul recognitions, past life contracts. But that clearly are not for the grounding and good fortune around your magic, which is part of your dharmic path this lifetime. So who are these contracts? Because with both earth and grounded energy here, you're being asked to go 10 toes down. Tell me about this magic. Tell me about Star Child's magic. The Hierophant, the Page of Pentacles, and the Devil. Some of you have been married. You've been married to this past life soul contract that came up against your magic in past lives and in this life. They're showing me like a cobra. Tell me more about this Hierophant with your magic. 10 of Wands, King of Wands, Queen of Pentacles. Lots of earth magic here, Star Child. Lots of earth magic. Lots of natural medicine, lots of hoodoo in these cards. Interesting. What they're showing me in this Temperance card is that this King of Wands literally removed your magic, cut it out like a puzzle piece. They're showing me someone's third eye being cut out. Hierophant, of course, is representative of contracts, institutions. Definitely feel like this is someone that you have been married to, or definitely in a long-term commitment with, causing a lot of hardships, closing the third eye. Why the Devil? The Chariot, the Three of Cups, the Seven of Wands. This person had a lot of addictions. This is about clearing karma in relationships with people with addictions. Tell me more about this Chariot card. The Fool. Why the Fool? The Hermit and the Eight of Swords. This is double confirmation of the closing of the third eye, the energy of the Fool, the fire being put out. The Hermit and the Hanged One with the Eight of Swords. This person had you up in your head constantly. There's no way that you could feel magical. There's no way that you could tap into your intuition being shrouded in this kind of energy. All-consuming. This person's addictions were all-consuming. Star Child. And it wasn't the first relationship like this. In this lifetime or the past, they're telling me what the Chariot is that devil energy. It's someone's addictions running the ship. And that you were just the clean-up crew. Give us some final words on this. Nine of Pentacles, though. You have freed yourself from this. I couldn't be happier about seeing that card, okay? And the Eight of Pentacles. Many of you have gotten to work. You've gotten to work. You've released this. On this Eight of Pentacles card, she's sewing her third eye back on, okay? Putting you in this Nine of Pentacles energy, this free-spirited energy, this grounded energy in self, this love of self, this reclaiming of self. This has been a big release of codependency, of addictions. More so, I feel codependency in this energy, okay? In the sense of if you relate to this, but chronically being with people that had addictions and obsessions that drove the chariot of the relationship. Are you willing to go off the cliff with someone else? Are you willing to let them drive you off of the cliff? I believe that you were, if you resonate with this in a past life, possibly currently in this life too, recent past. But now what we see is that Nine of Pentacles energy and the third eye being opened back up. I like that. So tell me about the magic in the current energy. Tell me about Star Child's magic in the current energy. The Emperor. Badass, Star Child. Badass. Becoming the emperor of your life. Not letting other people drive you off the cliff with strength. Look at that. That's really wild. She has like a python wrapped around her, completely coiled around her and choking her out. No more. No more, Star Child. As you're the emperor, you seem to be on the dharmic path in your closest relationships and with your magic. Tell me more about the emperor's magic, please. The Empress. Oh, I love this. And the Seven of Cups. You're on the dharmic path of your relationship, Star Child. There's been a major clearing in past life relationships. We see the Emperor and the Empress with the Seven of Cups. And what they're telling me about the Seven of Cups is two people dreaming the same dream. And in this cup, she's removed all of her masks. She's removed all of her masks, all of the masks of past lives, all of the karmic clearings. Oh, beautiful. Tell me more about the magic of the Emperor and the Empress. Nice. Nice. Four of Cups. Two of Pentacles. Learning balance. And the Sun. How beautiful, Star Child. They're telling me is seeing things that you've never allowed yourself to see before. This is major. This is major because not only is this, you know, these are ancestral wounds, but they're clearly talking to me about past life energy today. Okay? And you did have a soul contract in this life of someone who chose to come back, and you chose to come back and sign another karmic contract. There was a chance for that contract to be dharmic, but it was not. But there's someone new coming across your path. Someone who's the sun. An emperor and an empress in their sun, in their truth, in their joy. And you're in the perfect energy to receive this at this time with the Nine of Pentacles. There could not be a better energy for you to be in to receive this. This all equals good fortune. We have the card of good fortune here on the table next to your magic. I really feel like this earth and grounded energy on each side of these is like is protection, like the earth is protecting your magic. But let's look at this good fortune first. Tell me about this good fortune for the Emperor and the Empress. Final release of karmic contracts. Final release of karmic energy. Going into your dharmic stage with relationships. Major, major shift of past life energy clearings. The Sun again with good fortune. The Queen of Cups. The Two of Pentacles. The ability to feel balance while also being vulnerable, Star Child. Something you would not have been able to do in that past life contract or that current life contract if someone was driving the ship off of the cliff. Tell me more about the Queen of Cups here in her good fortune. Three of Wands, Knight of Swords. Why the Knight of Swords? Ace of Wands. Because there's a message coming in. There's a message coming in about a new beginning. A new beginning into the portal of your dreams. You can see the bigger picture now with the Three of Wands. For some of you, this relationship that we were talking about that was under the Hierophant and the Devil, it feels like you just recently had a possible revelation of how that was tied to a past life soul contract. They're showing me a ritual. Some of you did a ritual to get rid of that karmic clearing, to help clear out the last of that. Tell me more about this horizon with the Three of Wands. The Hierophant, there's a new contract coming in. There's a new contract coming in for the Nine of Pentacles. Another confirmation. New contract coming in for the mini emperor or empress, because you did do that release over here. You have done that karmic clearing. And this soul recognition, this past life soul recognition, once you saw it for what it was, Star Child, it feels like your magic kicked back in. Tell me about this earth energy. Eight of Pentacles. King of Swords. Wheel of Fortune. So grounded from the work that you've done. So grounded from the work that you've done. And the energy has been intense. It feels up and down and all around. And everyone I've been talking to is just tired and getting lots of visions and putting lots of synchronicities and lots of pieces together. And it's all for this. It's all for your dharmic cycle. It's seeing it. It's seeing the clearing, being able to release the last of this. And that's all from your good works and standing in your truth. Whatever kind of voodoo you do, Star Child, with the Eight of Pentacles. And now is the dharmic cycle with the Wheel of Fortune. And I like that I'm seeing sword energy on this over cups energy. Yeah. It's hard to kick those karmic contracts out when we're in that cup energy. Okay? Somebody got grounded. Somebody got balanced in their elements here. Started pulling out their swords because realizing that this is your destiny. No one else needs to be driving your chariot. You want to drive the chariot towards what you want to manifest. Tell me more about this Wheel of Fortune. Two of Swords in reverse, Eight of Cups. There is no confusion. Someone has gotten some very, very clear downloads about the karmic cycles they have been in with relationships and has released all of it. Yeah, I love it. And even with the Temperance in reverse, I have to say I love that. No patience. No patience for the BS anymore. There's no confusion with the Two of Swords in reverse and the Eight of Cups. Walking away from the madness. It will be different for everyone. So there's no reason for me to exactly dig into the details of it. But what they're showing me is very clearly that many of you have gotten visions about these repeated patterns because you did a lot of the healing work in this timeline to be released from those patterns, and there was just some weird energetic strongholds. And some of you got some very clear downloads about how these were continued past life contracts. Tell me about this grounded energy for Star Child, being the anchor, being your own anchor. 9 of Cups. Hell yeah, absolutely. Grounded in joy. Grounded in joy. No time for that devil Hierophant energy we saw. That was not grounded in joy. Queen of Pentacles, another confirmation of grounded in earth magic, and a 2 of Cups. You have a very clear vision of what you want. You have a very clear vision about soul recognition too, is what they're telling me right now. Let me grab a couple more cards about this. But there's also a seeing, there's a clear vision of what 2 of Cups, what soul recognitions look like when it's a soul recognition that's karmic, when it's a soul recognition that's not. That can be tricky. That can be tricky in a lifetime because we can have that immediate soul recognition, that deep bond, and not even sure why. It can be karmic. It can be karmic. It can be a hard karmic lesson in a karmic path. But you're discerning this because of these past life visions you've gotten. Tell me more about this 2 of Cups. The Magician. The 5 of Swords. Why the 5 of Swords? Judgment. Exactly. Confirmation. Confirmation. Magicians don't want to manifest karmic cycles within soul recognitions. So you're choosing to call judgment. You've passed the mission, you've passed the lesson of being able to call judgment even on those soul recognitions, those past life soul recognitions, to immediately know if it's going to put you back on the same karmic path or if it's you going into your dharma and staying grounded. You've got your defenses up about this energetically, as you should. As you should, because we see you're going into your sun. We saw an emperor and an empress with the Hierophant. The devil energy is gone. Tell me more. Yeah. 6 of Swords. 10 of Wands to a 3 of Cups. Yeah. Moving away. Moving away from those burdens. Soul recognition or not. You can tell if it has baggage. Past life or present life. Not dealing with the baggage in the 2 of Cups situations. Choosing to immediately move away because obviously you want to celebrate the soul recognitions and the 2 of Cups contracts that you have coming in. You want them to be in the sun. I love this. I love this for you. I love this for the collective. Really hoping we don't have to talk about karmic energies for too much longer. I'm really, really hoping. It does feel like it. I'm telling you, I know it. And I know it because, you know, of many of you that I've talked to over the past month. Like, there's some big shifts. All right, they're telling me to pull some Moonology cards here. Figuring it out. We're all figuring it out. Waking up from those karmic contracts. Understanding the mission. What do you want to tell us from this Moonology deck? Luck is on your side. Time for healing. It is really, really important, and I know I've been saying this these past couple readings, but please honor yourself right now. Honor your temple. As these energy shifts are happening very, very fast. We did also see the card of good fortune. Luck is on your side. Communication is key with new moon in Gemini. I believe we are still in Gemini season in this moment. might be on the cusp of Cancer, but they want me to dig into this, okay? We know luck is on your side. We saw the Sun, we saw the Emperor, the Empress, okay? The Wheel of Fortune, lots of higher arcana in this. It's luck, it's awakening. The contracts are cleared. Tell me about this communication. What do we need to know about this communication? This new moon in Gemini. What do we need to know about this communication? The Devil. Justice. And the Six of Pentacles. Which path will you choose, Star Child? Which path will you choose? Do you want the equal? Do you want the justice? Because somebody's coming back around to communicate with you right as you close this karmic cycle. Is that not always the way? Tell me more about this devil energy. Who the hell's showing up? A King of Wands. A King of Wands. King of Wands was the karmic relationship that showed up at the beginning of this reading. Same soul recognition. You know who this is. And it's a Four of Wands in reverse. It will be a repeated karmic cycle is what they're showing me. You use your discernment. I'm just the tarot reader. But we have the same King of Wands with the devil energy showing up. Oh, and they're going to communicate about how ancient this relationship is and the justice in it. And yeah, you choose. Any final words on this energy? The High Priestess with the Six of Wands, Star Child. You've learned from this already. You're ready to head for your victory. You're the High Priestess. You've figured out these Two of Cups soul recognitions, whether they're karmic, whether they're not karmic, whether they're past life, whether it's a lesson that you have repeated in this lifetime, possibly even multiple times in this lifetime. I've done that too. I think a lot of us have, okay? But you're standing as the High Priestess with the victory here. So let's close with some symbols. They always come around when the Wheel of Fortune goes in the upright. You know what I'm saying, Star Child? They think they're sneaky, those past life karmics. Veiled. Nah, we already know what's veiled. The High Priestess already knows what's veiled here. Talisman and psychic. The key is your psychic ability, your intuition, Star Child, to be able to sniff out these past life soul recognitions in this current life. You've done the work. It's here. They're also pointing out this air card. We have 2 cards of air here. There's something significant about an air sign. Okay, Star Child, your synchronicities on this reading is 38, 48, and 31. As always, thank you for all the ways that you support this channel. I just have a small amount of openings left in June and July for private readings, ritual work, coaching sessions. If you would like to join me for any of that, the description box is got all the info, and also join us on Substack to dive into these readings a little further. And I will see you for next energy check-in, Star Child.